Aries gang, gang, gang. What's up, what's up, what's up, what's up, Aries gang? Hey y'all, how y'all doing on today? Welcome back to Aries Vibes Only, the channel that is dedicated to all Aries placements. Now, if you are not an Aries or you are an Aries and you came here on some fuck shit, get your ass in here, sit down in the back, and don't touch nothing, because it's the channel that is dedicated to high vibrating Aries only who understands balance. Okay, period. Aries, let's get into what is your energy on today, my lovelies. The sun is rising. The air is nice and crisp outside. How y'all feeling on today? What time is it when you catch the video? Okay, so you're starting off with manifestation and karmic completion. So Aries, your energy today is you may have recently become aware of something. You recently became aware of something that you needed to let go of, that you needed to fully like remove yourself from. Like you realize like, oh my gosh, it's this or it's this person. Okay, you have some manifestations that's coming in because you closed out a karmic cycle. This karmic cycle is closed out, Aries. You had a karmic cycle with someone. Okay, this could be family member, job. Well, a child is a family member, lover, like this habit. Okay, you closing out a karmic cycle that you have with a habit, and then all of a sudden you just start manifesting hella shit. Like this is giving Aries, I'm getting a lot of throat chakra energy right now. I'm getting a lot of throat chakra energy. So something has been fucking with your throat chakra. And this could be, for example, right? I was thinking about this when I was working on my podcast episode last night. If you all are not following me on Substack and you're interested in daily podcast episodes, and baby, they be good. Okay, they be good. Okay. I do weekly ones publicly, and then I do daily ones for the paid subscribers. But I'll post a link to my Substack down below for y'all to check out. But check out the episode yesterday. That's a public episode. And when I was, working through that one, and as I was recording it, I shared, some things about like past relationships, And when I got done, I was thinking about how I have exes that follow my email list. Like, I have exes that be on like some of my YouTube channels. Like, the niggas love me. The niggas love me. But like they always try to stay around in some kind of way. And I'm just like, if I was somebody who cared how they felt, I wouldn't talk about a lot of things. But hell, this is my life. This is my experience. Okay. So Aries, you may have someone like that around you though, where you have things that you could talk about regarding that relationship or that connection, but you don't because they're still in close proximity to you. That's what this is giving. Like, you're not going to be sitting here, telling a story time about how your husband cheated on you while you still with that. You're going to wait till you gone. I mean, some people do it, but then that's dangerous. That's dangerous. That's your life. So you got Gemini energy with the Eight of Swords, Taurus with the Knight of Pentacles. Then you got the Page of Pentacles, the Justice with Libra, but Justice is in reverse. Gemini with the Ten of Swords. Yeah. Being in your head about something. Six of Cups with Scorpio. Yes. So you have some things to talk about, Aries, regarding your past. You have some things to talk about regarding your past. Cancer with the Three of Cups. Libra again with the Four of Swords in reverse. Like, Aries, you in a way are being energetically silenced. You were being energetically silenced. The Magician coming out in the reverse. Aries, Gemini energy. We about to get into this. Get into it, yeah. Hierophant in the reverse at the bottom of the deck. You have been following along something that was like comfortable, normal for you, like it was a routine, it was natural for you, you know, and you following in this energy or things of that nature was actually suppressing your throat chakra in a lot of ways. I'm getting your throat chakra is about to be opening up because the Magician in reverse is a very manipulative energy, and someone could have even been like trying to manipulate you to not tap into certain talents that you have. They could have been around you trying to manipulate you to want you to stop or not do this or try to get you to be diverted to do something different. Okay? You're breaking a curse that you had in regards to it, someone. Four Swords in the reverse. Because something has been stagnant and you were kind of wondering, like, why was it stagnant? You know what I'm saying? Like, why is this stagnancy happening? I'm doing this, I'm doing that, I'm in this energy. You know what I'm saying? But it's the Three of Cups. It's who you were around, what you were doing. This person, this energy, baby, their energy was blocking you. They were blocking your throat chakra. I keep hearing that throat chakra. Six of Cups, something about within your past that you've healed through, worked through, reflected through. Part of your story is something of that nature. You have a story. I just heard, what's that song? You don't know my story. Pumpkin. Is that God favorite me? No, that's two different songs. That's two different songs. That's two different songs. So both of them coming out, God Favored Me and You Don't Know My Story. But both of them are gospel songs. Something about your testimony, Aries. The Six of Cups. Your testimony is worth millions, but at the same time, it's going to bring a Ten of Swords to some people. It's going to bring some Ten of Swords to some people. Some people are going to feel unfair. Yeah, it's going to feel like it's unfair with the Justice in reverse. But all of this time, though, Aries, you haven't been receiving the justice that you deserve. If we go keep it a buck, okay? You haven't been receiving the justice that you deserve. You've been, in a way, suppressing, you know what I'm saying, certain things out of, you know, respect of certain things. But it's like people gotta, you know, learn their aspect of accountability and shit on their own sometimes. And Aries, you don't have to suppress yourself to try to please everyone else, okay? So your story, it carries along also a financial opportunity. With the Page of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles, you are responsible for you. You can't be responsible for nobody else. You can't be responsible for nobody else, Aries. You know, these people, they want you in the Eight of Swords energy. They want you to be questioning. They want you to, you know, not really know what's going on, okay? They want you stuck. Because they are. They want you stuck because they are. So they have to confuse you. Okay? So let's get into what's ending. What cycles are completing for you at this time that you're wrapping up. I'm here to wrap that shit up. This could also be a habit, y'all, because some of y'all, this is a habit. It's something that you be doing, and your spirit is like, stop doing it, so it changes your loops. You change your loop, you change your energy. It's like changing your routine, changing your drive routine to work, you know. You see new things. You see new experiences, new buildings that you've never seen before because you're changing up your route. You know, same thing energetically. Baby, Ace of Pentacles. So what's shifting for you and what you're being called to get into is definitely a financial blessing for you. You're learning, like you're shifting into literally one of your wealthiest timelines yet. You're not going back. If you're here right now listening, you're not going backwards. No, 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 you're not going backwards. You're going forward. You're very much so going forward because of that karmic completion. And this forward movement is putting you into the energy of the Ace of Pentacles. So you're going to be starting something new. Jumping off the porch, you know, and it's going to bring about exactly what you have been desiring, what you've been wanting with this Ace of Pentacles. You're going to be seeing the world from another viewpoint. I'm also seeing this honeybee and seeing this bumblebee in the background as if it's going to the flowers to pick the pollen. And think about honey. Honey is like one of the richest natural, you know, resources created by nature, you know, well, the bees, the bugs, and it's healing as well. It can be used to help for like skin problems. It also is good for your health, for your digestive health, as well as for your allergies. When it's a local real honey, y'all, not that processed shit, that local real honey. This is giving something being pollinated. Something's being pollinated for you, Aries. You're shifting into a very like a fruitful, abundant season. Because you put, as soon as I said that someone's running by, they're in like a health kick, you know, you put yourself into an energy of, let's get it, you know, let's get it. The Nine of Swords. So it's giving a vibe of like no longer stressing over the unknown, you know, of what you don't understand, what you don't see. Like, take it as what it is, you know, take from it, learn from it, and go about your day. Take from it, learn from it, and go about your day. I don't see you being stuck in your head anymore about some things or some people or some situations, you know, or spaces. I don't see you being stuck in your head about this as you step out there and start, you know, take everything as it comes. You're taking everything as it comes. You got the Hermit. You're okay with going alone if you got to go alone, but you going to still do it and you still going to speak it. Ace of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So that throat chakra is being shifted. It's being reimagined, reactivated. Because this thing had some type of hold on it energetically, stopping you from being able to completely express. So as you get away and you shift your energy into a different vibration within yourself, it's like you're going to discover new things, Aries. I'm getting a vibe of you discovering new skills that you have. God favors me. Okay. You are one of God's favorites. You are one of God's favorites. The Ten of Wands. It's like nothing is going to feel too hard for you, because something could have like been adding extra weight and making something appear to be more difficult than what it was, because it was adding extra weight on you. You are going to be able to manage a lot, Aries, okay? I want to actually pull a divine teacher card, and I've never pulled one of those cards for this channel before. That's if I can find them. I may even pull a subconscious card for you today too. So the divine teacher energy for Aries today. The divine director, trust the process. Create space for divine order to unfold. So going with the flow of life and trusting the process and taking the step. The first thing is to take the step, baby. Literally. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. And that may sound so like, but you know, really, like, ain't nothing to it but to get, you gotta get past that feeling of not wanting to do that, you know, and you gotta get up and just do it. And then you gotta do it consistently of doing it until it becomes your new habit, you know? It's like a new habit creation. All right, you have sleep on it with card number 11. Oh, no. I almost dropped the cards. So card number 11 with sleep on it. This is the subconscious energy that we're tapping in with now. The dreamer comes upon a fork in the road, unsure of which path to take. She pauses at this junction and studies the dream symbols for inspiration and clear direction. The choice you are contemplating now can feel like a crucial fork in the road. The decision of which path to take may feel impossible. In choosing one direction, you must completely let go of the other. It feels as if there is much to lose, no matter which way you go. When confronted with a momentous choice, it's wise not to rush. Examine the 2 or more paths ahead and project yourself down each in your mind. How do you feel? What does it look like? Shut out all outside chatter and stop seeking the opinions of others. Now is the time for you to decide, because no one else can do it for you. Thankfully, you are not alone. You have the assistance of your intuition and your dreams. Look back on your recent dreams. Are they holding the answers that you seek buried within their symbols? Are they telling you how you feel about a particular situation? Have you been ignoring what they are communicating to you? You know what is right, so don't ignore your inner guidance. Sit still and listen to your internal voice. This is not a good time to forget the messages your subconscious is delivering to you. In some moments, dreams are just the projection of fears, but this is not one of those times. But what can you do when none of the options feel right? Symbolically, this can look like a fork in the road with boulders in front of each path. If that is the case, don't proceed. There may be another optional trail to the side that you have yet to notice. Or it may be time to turn back and retrace your steps to see if you miss clues that will unlock new options for this situation. When you cannot hold off on making a decision, when it is a time sensitive and pressing matter, listen to your body. Imagine going down one of the roads and see how you feel in your body as you put one foot in front of the other. Does it feel as if you're stepping into danger? Do you want to turn around? If so, do it before you've gone too far down the path and it's too late. Sometimes choice paralysis can come from gripping fear that you will make the wrong decision. Change your outlook on decision making. Perhaps that there are ultimately no wrong options, just different learning opportunities. Even if you make a decision and don't like the outcome, don't view it as having made the wrong choice. It's only in trying things that you learn what is right for you at any particular moment. Release self-judgment around making incorrect decisions, which will only keep you second-guessing yourself in every instance. Trust your inner guidance. Aries, ask a yes or no question and choose the number 1 or 2 or 3. Choose 1, 2, or 3. One, 2, or 3. One is no. 2 is yes. And 3 is yes. Number 1 was 8 of Cups with no. Number 2 was the Star card with yes. And number 3 was the Fool card with yes. Okay. My Aries that survive, thank you for being in the drive. If you like it, then subscribe and hit that like, cause we live, 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 live. Aries always be real, always be true. Whatever you do, make it do, boo. Ooh, 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 ooh. I love you all. I thank you all for being here, and I will see you all in the next one. Make sure your notifications are on, loves. Bye.